Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and happy new year. Oh my god, I cannot believe we are in the year 2023. What the heck? Where has time been going? I can't believe I turned 23 this year. Crazy. But in today's video, I am going to be recapping 2022, things that I liked about 2022, things that I've learned from 2022, and I'm also going to be talking about my goals for 2023, like what I'm manifesting, what my resolutions are, all that good stuff. So let's just get into it. While we talk about this, I am going to also be doing my makeup. I am not used to doing more vulnerable topics because this video is going to get pretty vulnerable. You know, I used to be like, I can't do any vulnerable content until I gain a following because people don't really care. But honestly, if I can just help out one person who wants to listen, then that's really all that matters. I have really been loving Nikki DiMartino and her vulnerability that I've seen in her videos recently, and I'm just like, you know what, I want to do the same. I have a lot of vulnerable things that I could talk about from 2022, and we're going to touch a little bit on that. But I guess first, we'll just start with the things that I loved about 2022, and pretty much all of it is my traveling and my concerts. I went to New York City for the first time ever in 2022, and it was literally like the best trip I've ever had in my life. It was so incredible. I don't know how to explain it. I just felt so alive there. It's so different than where I'm from. You know, I live in the South, so it's a lot different. And I loved being in New York. I just felt like I learned so freaking much just for being there in a week. And I saw Harry Styles in Madison Square Garden, which was amazing. And I saw Beetlejuice on Broadway, which that was my first Broadway show that I've ever seen. So that was really freaking cool. And I also got to see Big Time Rush in concert last year, which was awesome because I grew up watching Big Time Rush. And I also went to see the 1975, which I've loved them for years and I've never gotten to see them. So being able to see all my favorite artists, especially after 2020 and everything shut down, that was really cool. That was those are my favorite memories from 2022. But also 2022 was probably one of the roughest years I've ever had in my life at the same exact time. And you know, they all stem basically around the same thing. And I'm sure most of you guys probably know what I'm going to say. And it's about my breakup. I had a breakup, well, in May, I want to say. And then me and this person got back together after a couple days. And then we split up again in August. And I learned so much from this breakup. And I won't talk about it all because I could really go on and on about it, but I'll just kind of talk about the main things. Trying to be vulnerable while doing makeup is actually really hard. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like I had this all planned out in my head, and now that I'm trying to actively do this, I'm like, oh crap, I literally can't remember anything. I feel like I'm not making any sense. Hopefully I am. But let me just get into what I learned. So the very first thing that I learned is no contact is definitely the way to go. Basically, we broke up in August. We stopped talking for a month, but then we started talking again. And then that's when things really hit the fan, because I really was just convinced that things were going to work out. But we definitely were not on the same page at all. And it started to get really rough for me when I realized we weren't on the same page with things. So I definitely learned that no contact is the best way to go. But even more important that I learned from this breakup is that the only person that you need to love yourself is yourself. And I know that sounds very I don't know, cliche, but it's so true. So ever since I started dating, like, I don't even know, like age 13, I have not gone longer than like 2 months without like getting like a serious, like seriously talking to somebody or dating somebody. Like, I've never ever given myself time to heal. And I realized how much that has affected me with this relationship ending, because, you know, I don't know how to, like, I didn't know how to be alone. I've never learned to do it because I've always had somebody. So I've never had to learn how to live alone and be alone and just like my own company. So I feel like one of the biggest lessons that I've learned is just how to be happy with myself. And obviously I have like hard days still, but it's gotten a lot better. And like I said, I actually feel like I'm learning and I'm growing from this relationship ending. I don't think I really grew from any of my other relationships, to be honest. So it feels nice. I need to fix this clip. My hair keeps falling. It feels nice to feel like I'm growing as a person. You know what I mean? Another thing that I learned is if you let somebody keep coming back after they've hurt you, you are just teaching them not to value you anymore. And because they feel like you're never going to walk away. So try not to do that. I know it's really hard. But I was realizing since I kept letting him back in that things were getting worse and worse. And like the things he would say to me were pretty hurtful to my feelings. And it's because I think he just felt so comfortable. Hey guys, editing me here. I had to film this video in multiple clips and I didn't realize that this one cut off. But basically what I was saying is I think he just felt so comfortable and he thought I would never walk away. So he didn't really feel the need to value me anymore. Even if it wasn't intentional, he just would kind of do and say whatever because he knew I wouldn't, or he thought I wouldn't walk away. I have walked away, but that's all I was saying basically. So yeah, that's probably all I'm gonna say about the breakup. It's still pretty fresh because honestly, we just the other day like completely started no contact. I mean, y'all, this has been a basically half a year thing. So I mean, I'm still learning. Maybe in like next year's recap video I can touch on it more, or maybe later in the year I can do a more vulnerable like video about it. But I am learning, and I have learned a lot from the breakup, and that's like the biggest thing that I'm taking away in 2022, and it's helped me figure out how I want to go into 2023. But I do just want to say really quick that if you are going through a breakup and you're going through like the healing process, don't be hard on yourself. It's really hard. I feel like I've made progress and then taken 3 steps back, like 1 step forward, 3 steps back, so many times throughout the past few months. And I even had a moment earlier where I was like really sad. So just don't be so hard on yourself, you know. Give yourself love and be there for yourself. Don't rush the process and everything will be okay. I cannot find my e.l.f. concealer. Oh, it's right in front of my face. It was right in front of my face. I feel like I'm really struggling to do this makeup right now. Like I said, being vulnerable and doing makeup at the same time is not really working for me. I'm not used to this. Maybe next year I'll be better at that. But that leads us into talking about like my goals for 2023, like what I'm manifesting, what my resolutions are, all that good stuff. So let's go ahead and get into that. So basically, to piggyback off the breakup, I just want to be really happy with myself and really just be happy with being alone and just enjoy it and all that good stuff. Because like I said, I've never really learned to do that. So I feel like this is what I honestly need to be a better like partner in the future for somebody else. You know what I mean? I feel like this is necessary for me. So self-love, all that good stuff. I am manifesting a career off of social media. I am really doing this like lucky girl syndrome. I don't know if you've seen that on TikTok. I'm doing like that experiment where I basically tell myself I am so lucky every single day. So that's kind of how I'm manifesting all these things. And just like truly being positive and believing and like speaking it out into the universe. I just like cut myself off. I realized I didn't even finish what I was saying. I feel like my brain just cannot focus on one thing. But I was saying I want to manifest a career in social media like TikTok and YouTube. If you guys been around for a while, I've been doing this since like 2019, but I got really serious about it in 2021. And you know, I hit that 1,000 subscribers in 2021 and I've been growing, and I really appreciate everybody for the love and support, and I just really want to keep growing. My dream is for this to be my career. I've had this dream since like 2015. I have like old videos of me just like pretending to make videos, and I don't know, I've always just loved this. I love being like creative and just myself, and that's just really what I want to do, and I'm really positive and very determined to make it really like progress in 2023. So if you guys have any tips or like things that you want to see this year from me, just let me know in the comments below. And again, thank you guys so much for supporting me, but we're getting a little off track here. And I want to like manifest just like, well, I just want to manifest like being, what's the word I'm looking for? Just like happy and healthy and comfortable and just really just happy. I'm really just manifesting a really happy and positive year. I don't know if that made sense. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just manifesting just like happiness within myself and then happiness with my career. And that's my biggest thing this year, is just like really focusing on my career. Like my dream career, you know what I mean? So, and myself. Okay, I'm just rambling. You guys get it. And then my resolutions, you know, like the basic resolutions. I want to try to work out more just to be healthier and like do yoga. I want to try to wake up earlier. I'm always waking up too late to go to work. What's another one of my resolutions that I have? I'm trying to think if I have one that's not like super basic. I want to go to bed at like a decent time. Basically, I want to have a schedule. I don't really have a good schedule, so I feel like I'm always tired. So that's the big thing, and just being healthier. Yeah, I think my resolutions are kind of basic. Yeah, I mean, like I said, and like working on my YouTube and like that kind of stuff. That's really about it. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I think coming up with like 12 months worth of resolutions is like really hard. So I'm kind of trying to go by month. I have like a little like budget tracker. Oh, that's another thing. My resolution is to not go crazy on spending my money because I am a big spender. So I do have a budget tracker and a goal tracker in my journal, but I'm just taking it by month. So those are like the main things, you know what I mean? But yeah, that is pretty much all I wanted to say for this video. I hope everybody has a great 2023. I am super excited for what this year has to bring for me and for you, and I'm just so excited. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!